Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. I am Apocryphate Peter Moxilin, and I'm once again joined by Scribbled Slate.
I swear I'm not trouble.
Well, we got through the meeting of kings last time, so let's see what happens with the Feral Frontier. This might be the one where I ask you to bring up a map, by the way.
Oh boy.
Chapter 15, The Feral Frontier. Castle Kilvas.
Oh my! If it isn't young Prince Serenez! Welcome, welcome, welcome!
Here, Lucci. You're looking well.
And feeling well too, thank you very much. This old crow's as spry as ever. Tell me though, how fares your father, King Lorai?
You mean what?
Arazia.
Sure.
King Lorazier.
Thank you very much.
The same as ever. Since that terrible day, he remains abed. Seldom rises anymore.
I'm not surprised. In the span of a few days, he lost his family, his friends, and almost all of his countrymen.
And also basically his country as well.
Yes.
And yet we're blessed that you are still with us. Prince Rayson, if there's anything this doddering old bird can do for you, please do not hesitate to ask.
Thank you. I appreciate your kind sentiment.
Sorry to have kept you waiting, Rayson. Near Lucci, we can talk ancient history later. Leave us at once.
Yes, of course. I'm sure you've much to talk about, much to say. I'll just take my leave of you. Please, Prince Rayson, make yourself at home.
Well, Neolucci's always been fond of House Serenez. When he heard the White Prince himself was gracing us with a visit, he could barely contain his joy. So, Prince, what's all this about? We haven't seen your face around here in quite a long time. I'm naturally quite curious as to your intentions.
Your attitude during the Goldova meeting piqued my interest. What is it you're after, Nasala? Why do you provoke Tibarn?
You came all this way for that? Are you serious?
Do not mock me, Crow King. Tibarn is my father's guardian. If not for him, we might have suffered the end of House Serenus itself. I will not brook any insults to him.
Oh, I see. So rather than ally yourself with me, your trusted companion of old, you would side with this new protector. That's an unfortunate shift in attitude. I trust you remember that when you and your sister were young, it was I, not Tibarn, who watched over you.
Any change in my bearing can be laid at your roost, Nasala. After all, you, my old friend, are the one who continues to engage in commerce with my enemy, with humans. If you were to change your ways, I'm sure we could rebuild the relationship the two of us once shared.
Oh, no. That I could never do. You see, humans are essential to the fulfillment of my ambitions.
You've changed, Nasala. This is the path you've chosen. I've nothing left to say.
I doubt you could ever understand what it means to guard Kilvas, Prince. To protect an entire country.
Okay. King Nasala, Duke Tanis of the Begnion Imperial Senate has arrived.
Do you remember who this is?
He was in the room, right?
You are correct. I will say that they did not refer to him as Duke Tanis. you would kind of need to put like two things together to know who
Oliver
this is.
Tannis.
There
It's
you go.
Oliver Tannis.
Bring him in.
Yeah, okay.
You were doing him,
Your
right?
Majesty, just now I brushed against the most splendid specimen. Was that a Serenus noble?
I forget what voice I gave him before. Oh well.
They're supposed to be extinct.
Sorry, I got lost in what I was going to say when that line was done. I would just like to point out very quickly that keep in mind the peddlers from last chapter mentioned that a white heron, like the upper crust, will empty their coin purses for one.
Mm-hmm.
A, they are evidently extinct. B, you are literally buying royalty. And what if it were?
Oh, I was right. Wonderful. My eyes did not deceive me. Those dazzling white wings, shimmering hair, sparkling like falling gold at dust. That is the crystallization of beauty in its purest form.
Duke Oliver, can we please discuss the business at hand? Per your request, we have appropriated several pieces of art from the ships of Duke Gatos.
Yes, and you'll be compensated as promised, but right now there is something else that I simply must have.
Really? Another request? What can we purloin for you today? More art, perhaps?
Oh, something much more stunning, and if you agree to my proposition, I will double your normal fee.
That's a most generous offer. Tell me, what is it you desire?
Desire? But surely you've already guessed.
I'm really hoping that Duke Tatus turns up dead instead of our white heron dude kidnapped. But we'll find out.
Minal Cathedral.
Meeting with the apostle was fine, but all she did was pay us and give us another job. She answered no questions.
I wonder what she's planning. That cargo. I can't help but believe that there were living creatures inside, but what do you suppose the apostle intends to do with them?
I don't know, Titania. Are all nobles and royals like this? They have plans and paperwork for every little thing, and their speech is as confusing as it is tedious.
But, Ike, other nobles we know are different. There's Princess Alencia, and King Gallia, and the Dragon Prince, too.
Remember, we're specifically in a theocracy right now. We get a different breed of nobles here.
Yup. Then again, also remember that Dane and Crimea were both originally part of Benyon. That doesn't actually change anything of what you just said. I just wanted to point it out.
I mean, that does also become a question of, is there a reason that there was a independent movement?
To be honest, I don't remember them going into that. I wonder if that's going to be a Radiant Dawn thing.
Huh.
Oh. All of them have been so nice and friendly and easy to talk to. Perhaps the rudeness of the upper echelon is unique to the Bjork class system. What, is Alencia suddenly not considered Bjork? Princess Alencia was raised in special circumstance. Fine game, answer my question. Maybe that's why she's so different.
Bah, I could never get accustomed to the culture of Bjork nobles.
By the way, I realized just like between recordings or yesterday, something like that, it might be Bjork, not Bjork. I'm not actually sure, and we'll probably get an answer next game.
I mean, I just get a kick that either way, the pronunciation still has like orc as part of it, which
True.
I think I've seen those like humans are space orcs kind of posts before.
Hell yeah, MVP, the kid. And 280 beps, nice.
Good report.
2 stars and a 1 star.
Ooh,
Star with Makalov, I guess.
let's figure out Makalov.
Oh, how we, the Grand Temple! Luxury and gorgeousness as far as the eye can see! If a scoundrel like myself can find employment in a place like this, I guess my luck hasn't abandoned me after all.
He feels like he's the wrong class of character with his behavior.
But for all the glittering gold, there's an equal amount of dangerous work. That I could do without. Maybe I can use my prone to illness ploy. Cough. Yes, I think I can arrange to work about 1 out of every 5 jobs or so. Now that I have a fixed income, it's time to visit the local inns and see what games of chance are about.
Evening.
Wah! Did you happen to hear any of that?
Those are the hazards of speaking out loud to yourself in a supposedly empty hallway. You are talking out loud. Loudly.
Also, never underestimate how echoey stone walls are.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't being serious. I am an extremely diligent man. Yes, I am.
Those peddlers you were with. You were in debt to them, right?
They really did not want to translate that as slaver, I think.
That's what I'm feeling like, but also I'm willing to bet that it's also in the setting they were also using that euphemism because here's the thing. If you don't want the mercenaries you're hiring to liberate the cargo from a bunch of salespeople, you give them a lot fewer hints about what they were selling if you call them peddlers instead of slavers.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I feel like that may have been a euphemism that was in the world and is something to give plausible deniability to, and to make it so that, like, the mercenary company still actually has to be like, it feels like there were living things in there, and I'm concerned, but they didn't call them slavers, so we can't just do that without having looked in the crates.
Yeah. Huh? How did you know that?
When we took out that group, your debt vanished.
Yes, you're right. That was a tremendous help. Thanks much.
Wait, really? Okay. Come now, you can't believe that the world is as forgiving as that, or that we are so foolish.
What?
Debts are debts, and you have many. Those peddlers weren't the only people who were owed coin by you, right? We can't have debt collectors hounding the company day in and day out. My staff officer repaid the rest of the money you...
That's very kind of you.
It was from the company coffers. You, my friend, are now in our debt. You fight to repay the Grail mercenary. Can't we just kill him?
No, we can't. But...
Payment will be deducted from your wages for quite some time. It seems you're working for free, friend. Until your debts are completely repaid, don't even think about leaving the company or getting sick. Right then, I'll trust you'll do your best.
What a mess. Oh, nuts.
The best part is, I don't think we're planning to use him at all, are we?
Nope. He fights for free. Lucky for him, he doesn't fight. Ahem. You are from the northwest nation of Crimea, are you not? You have my condolences for the terrible misfortune that has befallen your people and your country and people. Yet you remain blessed. Fate has brought you here to the Grand Temple Minal, to the splendor of Banyan, grandest of all the nations of Tellius. By the way, I hear you're traveling north to the Grand Desert. There are ancient ruins there, you know. They are the remnants of a race known as the Zunanma, who come from a civilization that predates our own. That is the only time they get mentioned, I think.
Really?
I don't recognize the name. I'm sure you'll enjoy the sensation of being immersed in such primordial surroundings.
Yeah. It'll be a real picnic.
Yes. Picnics are indeed nice, but a word of caution. Studying the ruins from afar is one thing, but you would be well advised to keep your distance. For safety's sake. It said there's a bandit stronghold near the northwest ruins. And we hear occasional reports of strange figures wandering the dunes in the northeast. Be careful.
Time to mess some shit up.
And yes, I'm gonna need you to bring up the map sometime.
Okay.
We'll get there in a bit.
Mhm.
How are your preparations progressing?
They're underway. We leave within the hour.
Your next mission takes you to the Grand Desert. You must choose your companions with care.
A desert is just a large patch of sandy soil, is it not?
Ike, you fucking moron.
Haven't
You're
we
not
fought in a
wrong.
desert? Wait, have we fought in a desert yet?
Not in this game.
Yeah, okay.
Welcome to the requisite desert map.
Yeah.
You get one per game.
I think there's been at least 2 in Awakening.
There might have been. With one major difference. Unlike sandy soil, you will not find solid earth near the surface. You could dig and find only more sand. Those on foot and horseback may find it difficult to move around.
I see. I'm sure that Soren knows much about these things, but
Has something befallen Master Soren?
I don't know if he's feeling ill or just moping about. It all started when we arrived in Begnon.
Well, I mean, it is Soren. He needs at least 80% of his waking hours to include moping and or brooding.
Shh.
Oh.
Be that as it may, it won't hurt for me to have this information. Can you tell me more?
Of course. There is little water in the desert. Thank you. Spot on analysis. And the soil is very dry. Few trees or grasses grow there. You are literally describing a desert.
Hmm.
Which means there are no groves or anything else with which would provide cover. And as I mentioned before, those on foot or horseback would find the sand slows their pace considerably.
I thought what it used to be was that foot soldiers didn't have much of a penalty, and mounted unit were most heavily impacted by the sand.
Yeah?
Okay, it's the ones that have heavy armor that weighs them down. Okay. Because magic users wear robes instead of armor. Okay.
Actually, I think they're going to describe the magic users, and it makes no fucking sense. It's either that or that was the previous game, I don't remember.
Hmm.
The exceptions are magic users, staff wielders, and thieves. Such people will not be affected to such a large degree. I would like to point out that just, okay, thieves are not as affected. Like, you stole a loaf of bread once? Congratulations, you can move in the desert at like 3 times the speed of everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, haven't you seen Aladdin?
Okay, you know what? Sure, let's go with that.
These are agile, so understand why they would be unaffected, but those skilled in the magical arts? That doesn't make sense.
I once heard an explanation from a magic user that I know. He claimed that the spirits he employed flew before him and cleared the sand from his path. That's what I remembered. That is the explanation, and it makes no fucking sense.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm willing to bet they were lying to her.
Probably.
Considering.
However, considering the source, I'm not sure how much of that is truth.
Especially because even if it was true, you would just have more sand underneath to get stuck in anyway.
It's your go.
Oh. Who was the source?
Prime Minister Sephiran.
Would he play a joke like that?
Well, the Prime Minister is a very amusing man. But please, allow me to continue my explanation. What else? Others who are unaffected by sand are Pegasus Knights, Wyvern Riders, and other flying units.
You know, the obvious ones.
Oh, and the Goose too. Terrain features don't seem to affect them much in either form, although they will be slowed by some.
You said Laguz, didn't you? Almost everyone here says subhuman.
Well, of course. Bjork and Laguz are both living beings. Every precious life was created to be equaled by the blessed goddess.
I like Sigrun more now, but this also makes me think she didn't know what was in those crates.
Maybe. The fact that there are still those who persecute Laguz in the land of the goddess, 'tis deplorable.
Are you of a noble house?
Yes, I am. One must be of noble birth to serve the goddess. Just reinforcing the classism of Bagnon there, I guess.
But I thought that all nobles were half-crazed fools who can't speak the truth. You seem quite honest.
And that's how Ike got beheaded that week. I'll take that as a compliment. Oh, and one last thing.
What is it?
The desert contains the remnants of more than one lost civilization.
Oh, joy.
Rumor has it that treasures from those times still lie uncovered beneath the shifting sands. Those with good luck may come across such treasures during battle.
She means that literally. We need to check the luck stats of who we bring into battle.
Yeah, it's basically thieves, though. Thieves are just like a 100% chance, or at least they were in previous games. The bigger thing is that you need to know what squares to stand on top of to get the items.
Yeah.
Okay, do we care about any of them? Titania, Oscar? No. Ike, Boyd, Mist? No. Titania, Mist, Brom. Brom, Boyd. I am not sure I've ever done that, and that kind of works. Let's revisit that in a moment.
Alright.
Boyd, Titania, Jill. Mist Boyd also seems like it might work, because she's going to be healing him all the damn time. Brom Boyd, Jill Mist, Oscar Ike, Oscar Kieran. Oscar Kieran, if we want to really try to force to use them both to see what their interactions are like, makes sense. Like, maybe commit to Oscar Kieran being the rank A so that we have two other conversations to work with.
Unless we find some reason why one should... Who else can Oscar talk to?
Oscar can talk to Ike.
And Kieran?
Kieran can only talk to Oscar at the moment. The other options are Marcia and Rise.
We're basically not using Rise at all.
And we're not realistically using Marcia, though I would be willing to bring her back if we wanted.
I mean, they might have to consider that for the next map at least, but I'm trying to think. What sort of relationship do we think Kieran and Marcia would have?
That's a good point. I don't know.
I will say, I'm more curious about Oscar and Kieran because of just, like, the one-sided rivalry element.
Oh yeah. I say that for now, we go ahead and do Oscar Kieran, and if we do bring Marcia into this, because I might just put a bunch of bonus experience into her to bump her up now, as she becomes available with Kieran, maybe have their conversations as well, and it's kind of like whoever gets to A rank first, go ahead.
Who can Marcia talk to?
Kieran, Rolf, Gottry, and Unknown.
Meh. Wait,
Yeah.
what about Makalop? Astrid.
I am so confused by the choices on these screens.
Agreed.
So I'm thinking Oscar Kieran for now, as well as like Boyd, Mist, or Brom. I probably don't want to go for both, but for one of them.
I'm surprised Boyd doesn't have one with Ike, but also most of that's probably going to be in cutscenes, maybe. Although he hasn't had any discussions with Ike in a while. Huh. Weird.
Oh, poor
but-
Mia.
Rise and Ilyana? I mean,
Yeah.
she's got another character we haven't met yet.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe that third character will be someone that we use. I don't know.
I mean, hopefully it'll at least be someone interesting. Like, it's a little funny how much this game is balanced around, like, oh, you have backup characters in case you lose someone, and how, like, severely we play to not lose anyone.
You know, the way everyone plays Fire Emblem.
I mean, I'm willing to bet that there are some who try to, like, let the story be something, but also, unlike Pokemon, where people play like Nuzlocke and manage to fit in a lot of their own story between things. But
Yeah, that's kind of why we have bonus experience. But the thing is, bonus experience is one of those things where, where there's enough to help out, but it's not so much that it's like, oh yeah, if you want to start working on like Zihark now, sure, just give him 5 or 6 levels and it'll be up to stuff. Cool.
especially because there's no way to have a lower stakes battle or to give him experience that is not story experience, and thus he's just behind automatically.
Yeah, that's another one of the things that I liked with Sacred Stones, albeit that's more of a subjective thing. You had the world map and random battles, so you could train up literally everyone if you wanted.
Yeah.
Anyway, for now, Oscar Kieran, and then Boyd, one conversation with one of those two. Arguments?
I like the Oscar Kieran, and Boyd, I don't see a more entertaining option right now.
Okay.
Well, hey, Kieran. How are you?
What the? Oscar! How I loathe that name! Don't give me such pleasant greetings, I care not for them!
What did I do now?
Oh, don't tell me you've forgotten our second year of enlistment, the year we completed horsemanship. There was a final race to the end to end the year. My beloved horse and I were flawless, but you beat us by the smallest of margins.
Huh? What are you talking about that race you challenged me to? Yeah, that was fun, but I thought the distance between us was at least 3 lengths.
Ha! Liar! Deceitful, lying, squinty coward! That was the very moment I marked you as my arch-rival. Don't pretend not to care!
You could have just worn less armor and not weighed your horse down as much. Oh, wow, I had no idea.
That was the same thought I had. That's why I only ride in the nude now. But why? I must know why you left the Crimean knighthood without a word of explanation. I devoted myself to training with my horse. I worked day and night so I could best my arch-rival. And thanks to my extreme devotion, I didn't realize you were gone until 6 months later. Delinquent! Renegar! Is that how you pronounce that word?
Usually I think the word is renege, so maybe it's reneger.
I can see it being either pronunciation, honestly.
Meh. Wait a sec. Kieran, how is that my fault?
Oh, that's the end. Oh!
They have a fascinating relationship. Also, let's double check who Brahm has options with. Boyd, Nephany, Zahark.
I'm interested in using Nephany, but I'm not, fully committed. Zahark, I'm reasonably confident we're not going to use because Mia, I'm obviously focusing on.
Yeah. I mean, Zahark seems cool, which makes me bummed we can't, although I'd be curious to see what kind of conversations Zahark would have with some of the Lagoos in the party, which also we aren't really planning to use, so...
Actually, let me just check this really quickly. None of them!
Really?
It makes no fucking sense!
That feels messed up.
Yeah, so the idea here was Mist, because she heals Boyd all the damn time, so they're going to build up experience.
Yeah.
Or Brahm, because then you have the defense and the offense, so they can form kind of a little two-person team in battle.
Yeah. I mean, the question is, do you think we should do one of each?
I would say no to one of each, for now at least.
Because we don't know who the last person is?
Yeah, and with 5 total, we can only get to A rank with one, B rank with another at best.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, 2 C ranks isn't the worst.
True.
Yeah.
You want to do both of them?
Oh. Let's at least do Brahm right now.
I was thinking Brahm was going to be more useful than Mist, so yeah.
Yeah, because they probably end up making walls periodically with each other. Was this the one I did kind of the Kronk voice with?
Yes, this was like the 6 out of 10 level Kronk.
Patrick Warburton, that's his name. I was like, come on, I know his name. He's a great guy. All right, good morning. I'm Brahm. I take it you're with the Grail Mercenaries?
Well, if it isn't the imprisoned Papa! That's a fucking amazing starting line, Boyd! I'm Boyd! I'm one of the original Grail Mercenaries!
Oh, well, that's swell. You know, you fight pretty well for someone so young.
Young? Ha! You're one to talk! I mean, look at you, Pops! We had to bust you out of prison and you're still a big fatty! How do you fight with a body like that? Doesn't all that jiggling slow you down? Okay, Boyd, it was kind of endearing as an intro. Shut the fuck up now.
Ah, you're right. I know it could be trouble during a big battle. This body has served me well. After all, you need a lot of girth to manage a mule and plow.
I have 5 kids. How many bitches have you got recently? Yeah, farmer pops?
That's right. But I hate to think that my big belly would be a burden on you. Oh, no, I feel terrible.
What? Hey, don't cry, Pops. Look, let's start working out together. I'll whip you into shape in no time.
How long do you think before Boyd finds out, oh, there's only about an inch of fat and then it's like solid muscle underneath?
Exactly. Like, that's not where they're going here, but I would love that.
Really? Do you mean that? That'd be great. Whip me into shape, Boyd. Oh, my wife will be so impressed. Okay.
That was fun.
Yeah. Let's see. Mist, I'm guessing she gets Rolf as a conversation partner.
At be
Oh.
already.
Oh! Oh, I'm just having a moment of, man, it could have been fun to pair up with Mordecai a little bit. But,
I have no idea what that would be.
well, that's the thing. It would be, I'm pretty sure it would be like,
Tiny Bjork is fun. Here, ride on shoulder. We shall go into battle.
Yippee!
let's see, Titania? I mean, I think we'd probably get Rolf to A with her, but I think getting her to talk with Boyd could also be fun, because, like you were saying, she's going to be healing him a lot.
Yeah, I know that I've done at least Boyd Mist C before. I don't remember it being that interesting. But, like, the
Oh.
usefulness of the extra stats because they'll be around each other. If we also get C with the last person, whoever that is, that'd be 1, 2, 3. So 4, 5, we could still get a rank A with 2 rank Cs.
Yeah.
Okay, so want to go ahead and do this then?
Let's double check. Is there anyone else we'd want Mist to talk with? Like, besides the character that could be fun but we're not using. Who's Jill again?
Wyvern Rider.
Oh.
Which, like, granted, at the moment, I kind of intend to use her, just because I want at least one flyer who's, like, leveled up.
Yeah. Although, the other fun thing would be Jill, ironically, has conversations with Lethe.
I have to assume that that's the, hey, how about you stop being racist?
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure
Okay.
there's going to be a tsundere for both of them.
Oh god, yeah.
It's a dual-sided tsundere. I'm not sure how that worked.
That's the singularity.
Yeah, let's get Mist and Boyd talking then.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Ah. Yeah, that's enough for today. I just don't feel into it. Yeah, I'll take a quick nap. Assumedly messed. Oh, they're both me. Done already, Boyd? Yeah. Oh, Titania, I didn't see you there. I'm trained so hard that, What the? Man! Oh, what a jerk! Hey, you're the one who tried to blow off training! If you keep ignoring your drills, I'm going to become a better mercenary than you! About that Mist, actually. Better than me? Ha ha! Dream on, kid! You got some nerve saying that to me! Kid, you better remember who my father is! Fighting ability runs in my blood, you know! Ah, that's a bunch of hooey! Survival on a battlefield depends on experience and luck, nothing more. Oh, are you sure you want to be saying that, Boyd? Like, kind of feel like the person on the front lines maybe should be relying on skill more.
And, support from people who are keeping them from dying.
Yup. If you dive into battle with a conceited attitude, you'll end up dead no matter what blood is in your veins. Okay, better way to phrase that. If you go into battle with a conceited attitude, the blood in your veins is going to be all over the ground instead. Gee, sorry, Boyd. I was just joking. Hey, don't look so angry. This is no game. We don't fight for fun. Now get out of here. I mean it. You're in my way. Sorry. Missed, boy. Ah, fuck.
Boyd is a fascinatingly abrasive individual.
Oh yeah, we can give him advantage. I was trying to remember what we had. Actually, ooh, we have the Lagoo's weapons. They might be useful. In fact, Convoy, give, fire, take... Oh, because you're right. Why can you not use L-Fire?
Well, grab it and we'll find out.
Ah, it's one of these games where the anima magics are all different ranks. Got it. Lagoo's Axe, Lagoo's Slayer, that's a sword. We got the Lagoo's Lance around here somewhere.
Oscar.
Lagoo's Guard there, good. Killer Axe, go ahead and give that to Convoy for now. And give Antitoxin. You get a goddamn Iron Axe. Shop, Armory. Sell iron! And X. So by the way, if you do want a weapon that the main shop doesn't sell, you can literally do this. And then just don't modify it at all.
Yep.
Heal's doing fine. We should be good to last through the fight with 15 uses, I think. Wind is about to break, admittedly, but we're going to be using a lot more fire.
True.
Steel Sword 25. What's up?
Wind might be good for that 100% hit.
Are you further away from your mic than usual?
Yes, I was chewing on cookies before and I forgot to move it back.
Okay. Now I can hear you.
Hello.
Her weapons are getting a little low, but it's Titania, she's fine.
Yeah, she usually doesn't need them that much.
Convoy, give... Boop. Give that, and there's never a reason to not sell these, I think. Okay, yeah, it should be in this... Yeah, it should be in this area. There you are. And then, yeah, all this down here, that makes sense, blah, 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 cool. I would like to make Nephany work, but meh, we'll see. Okay. I am honestly for getting either Jill or Marcia up like 5 levels.
I mean, the big thing to consider right now is we're about to go into a desert map, and are they our only 2 flying units?
I believe so.
We should probably be ready to at least use them for this upcoming map.
I'm assuming that you mean both of them.
Yeah, unless you want to bring in one of the Lagoo's for that, and it sounds like you really don't want to do that.
I really do not want to bring the Lagoo's.
Though conversely,
I also think that the investment to get Marcia up to decent level here is going to be too much. Like,
I will say, other point, the Lagoo's don't get influenced by the sand as much. We could at least bring Jill and Lethe and try to build up their relationship and just have Lethe as a backup to maybe deal one big hit if need be.
If our unit count allows for it, I'm willing to do that.
All right, yeah, because I feel like, especially if we really don't want to use Marcia, that's at least the more entertaining thing we can do to try and keep our mobility in a sand map.
Yeah, I'm thinking boost Jill up to level 15.
Do we need to go that far?
That's about on par with a lot of other people at this point.
I mean, we could just bring her up to level 13.
I'm willing to do that as a compromise, sure.
Yeah. Especially because we are starting to get a little shy on bonus experience.
Yep. I'm just also trying to combat my usual habit of stockpiling it so that I have like 3,000 or something lying around.
Yeah,
Solid level. And actually
that
speed
really
on
was.
speed on a Wyvern Rider is also pretty good. They are
Yeah.
typically a slow class. I say as she gets 2 speed.
Nice. Then again, she might be like the exception. Bink. Fuck.
And that's where you save between bonus experience levels so that you can re-roll it. Okay, so we are using Jill then. Actually, just to check. Convoy, give, iron, take, Lagoos. There we go. Just did that. Go ahead and save. Okay, I think we're about good on base preparations. Anything else you can think of?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. In that case, we will go ahead and start the main chapter next time. For now, if this video hasn't ruined your life, then go ahead and do all that YouTube stuff for a million times. I hope you have a wonderful remainder of your day, and I hope to see you in the next one where we will take on the Feral Frontier, aka the once per game requisite desert map, where you get free items based on luck and standing on the right tiles. Yay! Scrubble, take us out.
Remember, folks, to spay and neuter your pets.
I hate how that connects, but yes, okay, sure.